Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the RX200 from Wismec. Start off, it is a 200 watt mod, and it truly does 200 watts. It's not going to be one of those, you put your build in, you set it 200, and it sags to 150, because that is annoying as can be. How can it hit 200? Triple 18650! Runs off three 18650s, so you get a true 200 watts. It is beautiful, lovely, amazing. Let's have a vape, dive up close, and take a real look at this guy. Alright guys, here we are up close with the RX200. So as you can see, nice beautiful screen, nice clicky buttons. I hope that transitions through. To turn it on and off, it's 5 clicks of the fire button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turns it off. While on off, they've hidden a couple of little treats for you guys. So I'm not a big fan of those built-in battery meters. I don't like the, you know, oh, it looks like it's 3/4, it looks like it's half. I'm one of those, I want to know my voltage. So if you press this fire button, and this power down button, and you sit and count your horses or whatever else if you like counting. Boom, there's my batteries, 4.01, 4.01, and 4.01. They are aging evenly and discharging evenly. That is a good thing to hear. Now, I mentioned you being able to do your wire coefficients on this guy. If you press the fire button and the power up button, push and hold, memory slot 1, I'm at a coefficient of 120. 2, 120, and just tap the up and down button to switch between your memories, and the fire button to switch back and forth. So like if I want to turn this up, go over there, turn it up, turn it down, go back, and get out of there, push and hold both, and I'm out. So to turn it back on, it's 5 clicks of the fire button, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, comes right back on. That was the first thing that caught me, is how quick this thing boots up. I mean, it's up ready to vape almost instantly. Now, this next part, some people, this may or may not be a con for you. For me, it's not a con, but I do feel like it did need to be mentioned, was this has a 10-second cutoff. So I'm going to turn the watts down because I don't want to burn out my coil. If I press and fire it for 10 seconds, going to say over 10 seconds in is stop vaping. Like I said, to me, not a con. I don't ever vape for 10 seconds at a time, but for you, that may be a con, so I felt like it was worth mentioning. So I'll turn this guy back up to 70. Other things you can do on this guy, while it's powered on, press and hold the fire button and the power down button. They'll go into stealth mode, so the screen is off. But it is vaping. So I love it for when I'm driving, don't have any blinding lights. If you need to check your settings when you're in stealth mode, just quickly tap the power button, and it'll show you all your settings. Now I'm going to take it back out of stealth mode, because it's hard to show you with it when it's not showing anything. Beautiful, beautiful little mod. As you saw, it scrolls nice and fast. Starts out slow, and then gets nice and quick. So you're not going to be sitting on here forever waiting for it to get up to 100 watts. It goes up pretty quickly. Another little thing I noticed, if I sit here and just tap a wattage up or down, it'll start going by more than one if you do it really quickly. And I kind of like that. I've heard some people say it's obnoxious because I skipped 0.1 over. Well, then tap it one more time and go back. Not a huge con for me. I think it's a pro because it makes it go through your cycles faster. If you're just trying to quickly dial it in, you don't have to sit there forever, ram. But everybody's a little different there. Let's go back up to the full view and talk a little bit more. Hey guys, so I forgot to mention in the up close and personal with this guy, the size on all the little nitty gritties. So on the size of this guy, he is 40 millimeters by 50 millimeters by 84 millimeters. So decent size and decent girth to it, but I really enjoy it. It fits really comfortably. I mean, I'm really surprised when I heard 18. I was like, man, that's going to be a brick. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's super comfy to hold. It's not obnoxiously big. It's got a traditional 510 threads. I believe they are stainless steel with a gold-plated spring-loaded 510 connection. Like I said, takes triple 18650s. Does nickel, titanium, and stainless steel out of the box, as well as the variable wattage mode. You can do the 3.0 upgrade to gain the wire coefficient settings, which put it on par in my book with the DNA 200. Temperature range is 1 to 300 C or 2 to 600 Fahrenheit in their temp control modes. Resistance will fire down from a 0.05 to a 1.5 in all of the nickel, titanium, and stainless steel modes. In regular power mode, it's a 0.1 to a 3.5 ohm coil. And then the screen, I mentioned a nice, beautiful screen. It's a 0.69, so 0.7 inch OLED screen. So it's nice and bright. I've never had any issues seeing it. Not a repeat of the IPv4, which you couldn't see at all. Nice, beautiful mod. I've really been enjoying this guy. Let's talk about some of the cons. So con-wise, con number one, if you're looking for a stealthy slip into your pocket vape, this is not it. This has some girth to it. I don't really want to list that as a con, but it does have to be said that it is a downside to it. It is bigger. But on that same note, as a pro 18650, it's not actually that big for what it is. I mean, it's just a little bit bigger than the batteries. I mean, it's basically batteries and a chip. There's not much else there, with a nice big venting for all those batteries, and then some venting on the sides for your chip. It's really not that big, but it is not something you don't want to carry in your pocket. So that's got to be mentioned. The way that this guy sits down with that little lip there, some people might consider that a con. I consider it a plus because everything sits flush and looks amazing. I have noticed that some of my RDAs, like my REM, that doesn't have any kind of retaining wall on it. So when you have your deck and then the outer wall, it'll actually go down below the deck. And so if you built it exactly perfectly to the top of that top cap, you're not going to be on your top cap. So it does need to be mentioned. But really, that's right about it. There's not a lot of bad things about this guy. For the price point, in my book, best mod you can get. Now, somebody may disagree with me. You may have another opinion. I welcome it. Please let me know. I love being proved wrong. If you can show me a mod that does all this and then some, that's in the same price point, or something you think, hey man, this is better for your buck, let me know. I love to be proved wrong. Please, please. I mean, I don't want to say I'm challenging you, but I'm kind of challenging you. Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to get my hands on it. I'd love to play with it. I've had no issues, rock solid for a month with this guy. I beat mods up, and this guy's held up beautifully as far as the finish goes. No issues at all. I've done all of the firmware upgrades. I know some people were having some issues. They said with the 3.0 not firing properly. I can't test those myself because I don't have any of the more exotic wires. I only really have titanium, nickel, and stainless. I don't have any of the other ones. It's not my bag, sorry. I'm more of a power guy. But the nice thing that they do with Wismec is, say they release a bad update. When you download their update package, it comes with all of the old firmwares. So let's say that, hey man, I want to do temp control and 3.0 has some glitches. Go back to 1.08. You can reverse grade it. So I don't want to say downgrade, but backdate your upgrades. So you get the one that you want. And I think that's really cool. I think that's really awesome that Wismec decided to do that. So they're not just telling you, you got the new one, deal with it. It's, hey man, you prefer your old one? Backdate it. You can totally do that now. And I really enjoy that. I think that's a great call on Wismec. I'd like to see more manufacturers start doing that with their updates. So if, say, you do an update and it's, oh man, this became glitchy as can be, now you gotta wait for the fix, just go backwards. I like that option. I can't say how awesome that is. I mean, from the computer background that I have, not a lot of people let you backgrade, and I think that's awesome. So we're gonna have one more vape off this guy, and I'll let you have an awesome day. Remember, keep on vaping, stay off the cigs. Life is good, death is bad. Hey guys, so I forgot something in the up close and personal. So on the RX200, when your screen is on, if you push and hold the wattage up and wattage down button, it's going to lock your buttons. What that does is lets you not accidentally change your wattage. It will still fire, but you can't turn your wattage up and down. The other thing is when the screen is off, or the mod is off, if you push and hold both of them again, it's going to flip the orientation on your screen. So now my orientation is that way. I prefer it this way, so I'm going to turn it back off. Push and hold the bottom two. Yep, can't do it with one hand, sorry. Go, switch. Now it's switched for me. Just thought I forgot, want to throw that in there, because for some people that is a big. I like to change my orientation. I like it this way because that's just how, when I think and I look at my mod, I like my wattage up to be on the top and the wattage down to be on the bottom. So that makes more sense for me. Forgot to mention those. Want to throw it in there. You guys have an awesome day. Take it easy.